This is gonna be a truth hurt, heal hurt section. Why did I say it? This is too much at the same time. I just jacked up that whole sentence. This will be a truth heals hurt session with the children. Chris is already out there fishing, so I'm gonna start off with that point. What are you leaving for people's survival? Like, are we teaching people anymore or whatever? Or did we fail to teach people? So the one thing I tell Yana that I failed to teach y'all to do was to budget money.
I'm so terrible at it.
Yeah.
I'm still learning.
But you have to, did somebody teach you?
No.
No.
Okay, Reggie, did somebody teach you how to budget?
They taught me, but I still went through my woes with money because you don't never know anything.
You gotta learn, but did somebody tell you though about a bank account? Did you know what a bank account
credit
was?
card or something.
Did anybody tell you about a credit card?
Because I didn't know anything about a credit card.
So Reggie's had somebody. I ain't had nobody teach me about a credit card. I did what happy about it. I ain't even think I had to pay it back.
Free money.
So Reggie, who taught you?
Yeah.
Okay. So we was having a conversation about people leaving stuff for people. Let me push this on back so y'all can see the room. Okay. But we was having a conversation about people leaving stuff. And ain't nothing wrong with people leaving wisdom. Okay? Right?
Yeah.
It's free.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with people leaving wisdom. But sometimes we get so tangled up in our own lives and all what we got to struggle and stuff with that we don't forget that we got to pass something down. So, Yana, what's something your mama could have passed down to you that you feel like I knew that I did not tell you so you could survive today?
Oh, man.
It could be 50 things. I could take it.
I don't even know. Maybe affection.
Did not
terrible
teach
at
that. I don't. Now one of my children.
Yeah, just I can be that way sometimes, but I'm just a little distant.
And why do you think that's mandatory for your survival?
People just,
We need
you
it.
need that. Like, you need it.
It's good to know somebody
just-
care about you.
Yeah. And not have people thinking that you just rough and tough all the time.
And could I have taught you that?
Yeah.
Could I have taught you that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Truth feels hurt. I could have taught you that. So then you end up not being affectionate, not really loving folks, not being studying folks. Reggie, are you affectionate?
No.
Okay. So then Hyde is the princess and Reggie making it because neither one of us have high requirements for the affection part. Is that not crazy?
Makes so much sense.
But now I want affection. You got stupid in here? But who give it,
We
Reggie?
work at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say that. No,
You
you
just
got
gotta
affection.
have- long as
It's
you
I'm
got
talking about
two
the
people
ooey gooey
willing.
mushy
Yeah.
stuff. Let me say that. Let me say
A lot
that.
of people ain't willing to work at it.
Yeah.
But then also you get a match that's like, I tend to date a lot of guys, not really Alex, but so much, but that are just too needy to me. And
And
it's
see,
like,
she ain't gonna survive.
I'll just be about it.
Because our mama was hard. You see what I'm saying? But I didn't teach her what she needed to survive to be her best self, is what I'm
Oh,
saying.
boy.
Because if I had showed her how to be affectionate and stuff, then she don't have to love everybody, but she would have the right person, and that right person, she would attract the right person because inside of her, she wants affection. But if you don't get somebody to share this wisdom and stuff, hey y'all, come on in. We having a round table today. We're just talking about people leaving stuff that could be valuable that's free.
Yeah.
Like what I learned from my dad is to be hoish
What
and
I
to
learned from
trick
my
people.
dad.
That's what I learned. And then from my mama, I learned no matter how loving and kind and patient and whatever you are, you just give up yourself till you just pass out and die. That's how I
That's
interpret
what
it.
I got from Grammy too.
Yeah, I just be like, what?
Can't pour from
You
an
just
empty
give
vessel.
every single piece of yourself till there's none left.
Like Diane, just give all of yourself, drain yourself, blood, and separate the water. Make sure we get squeeze all the stuff out.
Yeah.
And then them same people turn their back on her and stuff. And
Yeah.
I witnessed this firsthand. So then people be like, well, you're nothing like your mother. I'm not going to be. That is not wise.
Yeah, it's not.
But it is according to scripture.
It's
That's why you
nice.
should
but-
love yourself first.
Yeah.
You gotta love yourself first.
Yeah.
And people think that's selfish, but it's not, because you got to be healthy enough to help somebody else.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like we always say, it's like
Hey, Sharita.
the oxygen
Hey,
on
Mom.
the aircraft thing. You know what they say?
It's
Put your
gonna be
mask on
good.
first.
First, yeah, and then help
Then
other
help
people.
somebody.
But that ain't what
Yeah.
we was trained. We was trained to pull people out the water, and if you drown doing it, Jesus loves you, and you will get a reward when you go to heaven.
And even when you go to a drowning course, I mean not drowning course, but a lifeguard course, they'll tell you if the person becomes combative, you gotta leave them alone. You
Yeah.
gotta let them go. Either that or knock them out.
Yeah.
That's what they tell you.
Because
then
Come on, when they drown.
them, that's what they teach you.
Yeah, if the person becomes combative, either you knock them out or you just push them away.
And then I know for a fact, I taught Yana, so Yana, because she saw me, and I didn't tolerate foolishness, so it's just cut people off and go on with your life. She just, now when I look back, I'll be like, Princess, you could have taught her something else about life, and not just be thinking that the only end to everything is to just cut people off. So I prayed about it, and then Yana don't really cut people off now. She still try to love people, and she try to be their friend.
But I try now, just to be honest with myself about it, it's like, I just need to be having friends, and I don't need to be talking to nobody. Like,
But you gotta be honest with yourself. That's what I'm saying. But I did pass that part down.
yeah.
But I did pass down honesty to y'all, cause I be like, don't lie to me. Like I deal with your worst stories. Remember, I said, tell me the truth. So when I go in here and be arguing with people, I at least know what I'm talking about and won't look like no dumb. Yeah, so I can really fight for you. So I used to always tell y'all that. So I did pass that down to y'all. I hope that'll help y'all in y'all life.
Friends of mine, they mamas and daddies.
Hey Shirley, come on in here. We having a okay, now Reggie Daddy, we try to tell Reggie that he learned a lot. Like Reggie can learn something from his daddy every day. Correct?
Right, but I think too, because I was listening to what you said earlier, a lot of times it's two ways though. It's both sides. You can't have one side just giving and the other side not learning. So I think a lot of times today, whatever age, people don't want to listen.
Okay.
They don't want to listen. That's
Mhm.
one.
Mhm.
And they just want to do stuff on their own. Because I was talking to somebody about that. I was talking to Mario then when I was talking to them.
Mhm.
When in the military, we're taught to help somebody over the wall, like we were talking about.
Okay. Yes.
Or the course that I give you, the blueprint that I give you for your career, follow that blueprint. It doesn't have to be exact, but just follow that method, right?
Yes.
But the problem today is, if I went this way, I've already scouted this route, I've already done it, I'm on the other side. And I'm telling you, come on, and you decide to go a whole different route.
Yeah.
What was the use in that? So a lot of times
That's
in life, that's what people are doing now.
Mhm.
I can sit and tell you till I'm blue in the face, this is what you need to do. But people today are they're arrogant, they're prideful,
Yeah.
and they just don't want to do it. So
Well,
guess
I
what?
got one though.
What?
So let me tell you this. I think it's the way people present it too.
It's
Because how you teaching Roman to fish is not get out here, boy, and get this thing and stand up here
right.
and you put that fish out there and you don't eat
Right.
the
Well,
night
that's
if you
the
don't
problem.
get no fish.
But see, that's the problem with
See,
the
that's
older
what I'm saying.
generation. The older generation were hard like that.
Right?
Everybody
Roman, you come
knows-
around here and tell them how you learn how to fish. Now
Yeah.
this how
But
we gonna show it.
it's all in the pitch.
Right, that's what I'm
So
talking about,
no
Rick. So some
problem.
people like, you just gonna grow up and be
But
nothing.
that's what I'm talking
So
about.
Roman,
The
tell
older
us, come around here to this camera. I want them to see that when somebody teach you in love. Come on in here, Roman. Tell us how you learn how to fish. Who taught you first of all?
G-Pop.
Okay, G-Pop took the time and how he teach you.
He just told me to throw it out there.
Okay, and then what did he do about he gave you did you have your own fishing rod when you first met him?
Yes.
You had your own fishing rod or he gave you
Get
one?
your first fish rod.
Where'd
In
you get it
Texas.
from?
In Texas from
Oh,
who?
yeah. From G-Pop.
That's what I'm talking about. So and he didn't just talk to you, he provided you the tools to use so you could fish.
Mm-hmm.
The other day, what did you catch?
A bass.
How big?
Woohoo!
And was you proud of it? And then did you hear who was coaching you from the sideline? He wasn't even over there with you, right? But what he say? What he tell you when you got it on there? Got it on the line. And you said, I got one. What he say?
Roll it in.
That's what I'm talking about. And then he was doing what? Coaching you while you was doing it. But he wasn't hollering and screaming at you. Boy, you can't get that right. Pull that thing in there. Look how you standing up there. Right? He didn't do that, did he?
That's true.
It's all about the presentation. Because now he can actually feed his family with what you taught him.
Yeah.
Right?
But again, like I say, the older generation of folks were taught to just be hard because their folks was hard with them.
I'm gonna go try and get
But it's just like I
He's
said,
going to go
back
catch
to
the
the
fish.
military.
Thank
again.
you, Roman, for your 5
The
cents.
military, when I came in, and it
Okay.
was a lot harder when my dad came, but when I came in, they were just hard on you. We were getting cussed out every day.
Yeah, because
But
but
guess
then
what? You get into the 2000s, I'm a senior leader. I figure out you can't do that.
No, not
You
now.
can
For
do-
everybody.
Cause guess what? They gonna shut down on you.
Oh,
So
yeah.
a lot of the fault does fall on the person that's giving the advice or the guidance.
You gotta
because they
learn
don't know
you.
how to present.
Yeah.
Good example.
Mhm.
When
Come
I
on
was
in,
still
y'all.
in
We
college
having a
and
good
living with Granny,
conversation.
my dad would call me a lot and fuss at me. Like, you need to get your own apartment. And you need to get your own car. And you need
And how about you you should have fed me when I was 5, and you should have gave me some food when I was 10, and then I wouldn't be out here like this if I had you. Like, that's what I would
And
say.
then the thing that kills me is that he might not even have any of those things.
Right.
And you're telling me, how
Right,
do you
Reggie?
even know?
It's all in the fruit.
Yeah.
So why?
Can't teach me that you don't know
Why?
nothing.
Exactly. Why would if you telling me the blueprint right now, right?
Thank you, Benita.
And what you're telling me does not line up with your own life.
Yeah. I can't.
You really, I can't receive that.
No, that's what I'm talking
Because
about.
it's like,
so sorry.
Because I feel bad now, y'all. Because Reggie gotta be my daddy, y'all and them daddy, got to be everybody's
that's why I
daddy.
said everybody holds their own responsibility. You got a responsibility to listen
Yeah.
and to just take it in. And then I also have a responsibility to show you by the fruits.
Yeah.
The fruits of what's going on.
Yeah.
This is a proven method. It can't be a proven method if you hadn't
Yeah.
You've done it.
And most people say I did the best I could. But I realized something. If I hadn't been so caught up at some period in my life trying to find some man to help me with the kids, I could have actually raised my kids. Like, I had enough wisdom and knowledge inside of me through Diane, through Big Mama, through the rest of the people who was trying to pass wisdom down to me. But I was so caught up in thinking in my life I had to have a man to be the head of the household so that he could come. So I spent a lot of time focusing on getting with somebody. Then at the same time, y'all and them not waiting on me to try to figure out what I'm going to do with my life, to try to figure out what to do with theirs. So then a lot of times, even with Yana made a couple of decisions. I was like, if I had told her, if I had shared wisdom, she would have never faced it. What I'm saying is, if I don't wait till she in trouble to be trying to teach a lesson, and if I had just been, doing it at the right time, I think we should pass down stuff to people. I don't think we should have the children that don't know how to budget no money. You know what I'm saying? Have no bank account. Even if I had to live paycheck to paycheck, I still know how to tell somebody not to do that.
Yeah. Because you learn.
Yeah, don't be having the insufficient fund, baby. They $29. They $30. They $30, baby. $30 3 times, $90. You can pay a light bill with it, baby.
Yeah.
Your mama did it. Don't be writing checks and you ain't got no money in the bank, sweetie. Don't be slashing the card and all of that, slashing whatever.
Yeah.
Right? You might not have a love story to tell them, but you got a horror story you could tell them and just be like, hey, and don't wait till they get in trouble.
right.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's what. Okay, so a lot of times people don't want to share what they messed
You
up
better.
on.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Princess, you
That-
tell too
that's why I
much. The
said you
children don't
can
even know
learn.
all of that.
You can learn something from everybody, whether it's good or bad.
Mhm.
It doesn't even
Come
matter.
on
A
in,
lot of
Ashley.
times
Help
people
us
don't wanna
today.
Say, like for me, even though my daddy taught me about money and saving money, when I got in the military, I had them big long wallets. They got like
Yeah.
10 credit card slots. My number one goal was to fill every one of them credit cards.
He thought it was
I promise you. Well, I can go. Look, this is why. For pride now. When I go somewhere and I want to pay, I open it up. I got all
You're
the
ready.
credit cards.
Because it look good.
Right.
Yeah.
Ask me how many
Get
credit
one
cards I
for
carry
it.
now.
Look, get one.
One.
I might carry
Wisdom.
two.
Okay.
But guess what the rest of them at? They in there and they drop.
But guess what I can tell y'all though? Reggie talked to Chris
Mhm.
about the same thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Where are we with teaching people stuff? What is this trying to keep all the secrets to ourselves and see children drown? These are your seeds. These are your people.
Yeah.
Even if you the stepfather, you done connected.
Mhm.
So now on your watch, children out here doing all kinds of stuff. Some girls ain't even got no good mother figure because the mama's still mad. You know what I'm saying? Or like the
Yeah.
father's still mad, or some foolishness going on. Or like it's some grandmamas ain't even involved in the grandchildren's life.
Yeah. So true.
You and the daughter don't get along, so then you know what I'm saying? The grandchildren don't know. And then people talking about, Ryder just a little too young to be learning how to cook. Baby, I don't know how long I'm going to be here. He don't know how to cook sandwiches and collard greens or something before I leave here. Because I'm
See,
not,
that's the thing. See, we
Yeah,
look
it
at
ain't-
it as our kids are like banks. And we should be depositing in them
just feed them.
every day. It don't even matter because you don't know. It might be something just out the blue that they just remember
Thank you.
Mhm.
from way back then.
Thank you, Benita.
Yeah.
You know, but if we don't deposit anything,
Nothing.
guess what? They won't be able to drop nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, so the other day, my daddy said, I knew all my children would turn out to be like something.
Wow.
Well, you don't get no credit.
He want the credit though.
He want it. He
But
just
he
up
ain't no
there.
deposit.
I tell people all over the world, my daughter is an author. That didn't come from you, sir.
Right.
Yeah.
What came from you is me sliding into bedrooms and stuff. That's what came, like, deal with what you taught me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Playing with people's minds and stuff. I learned how to do that early. Be like, you know what? If you really want somebody to do something for you, all you gotta do is make them think you're gonna do something for them.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you taught me. So then, right?
Man,
So then you playing games with people. Then here he come now that I'm trying to be better. No, that's a result of Diane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That side of the family. Then Reggie had to come and help because I thought Reggie was a joke. I ain't no real man out here doing all this stuff. What you doing? You playing games. And he gonna just leave me. That's why I said he gonna be trying you folk and he just gonna leave me. So I ain't calling him back. I ain't got time to play. He ain't gonna get me, I'm gonna get him first. That's what my dad taught me. Get people first.
Yeah.
Get the
before
people
they
first.
do.
And children learn by watching folks. Sometimes you don't have to do no class. You live in the life that I think I'm supposed to be living.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought. I thought he gonna manipulate these women. These women just be bouncing around like little bunnies. And he get everything that he want.
Mhm.
And then when it's over said and done, you don't be with them and you don't attach yourself. So I was like, well, I probably ain't gonna never be married no long time because I don't know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? And people say, well, you ain't gotta teach nobody that. You can be an example, can't you?
Yeah.
Or Reggie Daddy. I think Reggie, can you tell them one lesson that your daddy said that you don't just marry somebody just because you have no baby by?
Oh yeah.
Cause that's what he told me.
Grammy said
Yeah.
she was having a conversation with me about how she chose your dad or whatever.
Mhm.
She said she didn't really choose him herself. She talked to Big Mama, and when she said, "Yeah, go for it," that's the only reason that she got with this person. I said, I don't ever want to feel like
Jesus.
I have to. Like I want to actually feel like I want to be with somebody.
Right.
You know, like I don't want to
Right.
just be like, "Oh, they said do it." That would
But
be a
now
good
they be like,
thing.
y'all know when you gonna get married, y'all know when you gonna have a kid. Why would we teach her to have a kid when she can't even hardly see about herself good?
Right.
Why would we teach her to do that? You know what I'm saying? When she's trying to survive herself. Why would we ask her to get married to just anybody?
Yeah.
And that ain't the person. Why? Because that's what somebody taught us. It's just, if he want to marry you, baby, you better hurry up and say yes.
Like, no, I'm so sorry. It's not
Alice,
happening that way.
what do you wish you known?
Uh,
What do you wish somebody would have told you? Y'all answer the question too. What do y'all wish somebody would have told you?
how imperative it is to listen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in your house or your upbringing was
We didn't
people
talk
just
to each other.
talking and nobody was listening?
Nobody was talking at all. We was all separate all the time.
Oh, okay.
There wasn't no conversations.
Disconnect.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then I think sometimes people don't have decent conversations. So then when somebody disagree with you, then you think that's a fight versus just a disagreement.
Agree to disagree.
Right, like you should have your own mind.
Yeah.
But see, that's why they even got classes. If you go like the marriage class, whatever, you got to learn how to fight fair.
Yeah.
It's not that you won't have none, but you got to be fair.
Right.
And how you do it. You know what I'm saying? So those are actual classes. And it's hard because every day, because everybody getting their feelings.
Yeah.
So, your number one thing, you want to stab. Like, I'm gonna stab you first.
And these the people you love,
Limits,
though.
though.
These the people you
It's
love.
limits. Cause guess
Come
what?
on, Bonita.
After you do something, you doing something in the
About
heat of the
credit,
moment.
okay.
That's something you got to live with
Yeah.
for the rest of your time.
But these our people, why would we hurt these people?
Because
Got
I'm
no
telling
sense.
I'm telling you, people don't know how to fight fair.
Like, think about it. If you could teach your kids to be great, why wouldn't you?
Focus
I
on
say
themselves.
self.
Because Ashley said she wish she had somebody had taught her about credit.
I think self.
I don't
was
remember
thinking
nobody teaching
like,
me about
I
credit.
was thinking like swimming, right?
Yeah.
So swimming, like, okay, so like, let's say life, right? So if you know your life is going to be spent on the water, because you like being on the water, why would you not teach your kids how to swim?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at some point they may fall in the water or fall into a situation
Yeah.
and they're going to drown.
Yes,
because
why
you
wouldn't
didn't
you
teach them
do it?
how to swim. Right? So
And
the
then-
same thing about life. If I know doing life, which I know
Everybody gotta
gonna fall
live.
into
We
the
gotta
problem.
live.
Yeah.
You got to teach them how to deal with it.
And I
Yeah.
feel like there's some stuff like I said, we didn't never talk to each other. So there be
Right.
times that people be telling me stuff, they'll be talking to me, I'll be looking dead in their face, I won't hear nothing they said.
Oh yeah.
Just zone out.
Like, I just,
Oh,
I
Lord.
just,
Gone.
yeah.
I can't stand
And so
it.
you needed to be taught to be attentive.
Yeah.
And then see, I'm telling you, and folks don't want to take responsibility. My place to be telling them that. And I'd be like, but you the mama. And so a lot of times we don't teach. Listen, now, I this is going to be a true feels hurt right here now. Okay? Most of the time we don't teach until there is a problem. If the problem don't come up, we don't think we're supposed to teach nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
So if there is no problem, like when Yana got in trouble, or when Chris got in trouble, or when Peyton got in trouble, then that is the time for the class.
And it's not.
It's
And
not
it's
the
like-
time. So what I'm saying is, if Yana never encountered it though, she might not get no class from me.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause, okay, if Yana get caught with a boy, then that's when I'm gonna come in and be like, Yana, do you know who you are? Do you know who you are?
Yeah, it's like,
And you should
should've
never,
said
and all that, instead of before.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Instead of before, with me teaching her as she's growing up.
Right, but see, that's like, okay, so that's the toolbox analogy. Like, I got a buku of tools out here in this garage, right?
Yeah, this gonna be good.
Ask
I like
me,
this.
have I ever used,
It's gonna be good.
have I used all of those tools?
Yeah.
I haven't used all of those tools, but guess what? I know I got it.
Yeah.
You
That's
get
my
what I'm saying?
yes. That's
So
what I'm talking
how
about.
life is. It don't matter if you're gonna use it or not, or if it
It's
come
good
up.
to have.
It's just the fact that I got that tool in my toolbox, and
Yeah.
I know I can go get. Cause ask your mama, I'll go buy a tool. Like even my dad's perfect example. My daddy got he got a utility house, and then he has another extension of that, full of tools.
Oh my gosh.
So I'll go in there and say, hey Dad, I'm doing this down here at the house. Oh, I got something for you.
Yeah.
And he'll go in and guess what? He'll be digging through stuff, and guess what? There it is.
There it is.
Or more than one of them.
And more than one of them. He hadn't used them. He said, I bought this, I don't know how long ago. I ain't never used this thing. You know, I'm just like,
But you got it.
But you got it.
You got it.
and guess what? Handed it down.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to
So
get to.
that's
That's the
what I'm
reason for this. This is why this conversation, like Monica said, is important. Because you don't have to. Like I was asking them, the reason why we started the conversation, y'all, because I don't understand how come I ain't got no money. How come all these smart people? I ain't talking about Grandma Luchanel, great Grandma Luchanel, who had to run away from the master.
Yeah.
I'm not. But my great great granddaddy, which was her husband, dad, he was a doctor. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then they passed that down. So then they separated him from the house, right? because he wanted to be with the black lady. Okay, now he with black lady and with the children. So that let y'all know they white. So then when y'all try to teach me just to be one-sided, I can't be that because that's a disrespect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, to the people, right? Okay, so fast forward up. So she left me the ability to write. Whether she knew she was leaving it for me or not, she still left me something.
Mm-hmm.
And then people who got some of her papers, now that I'm reading it, I understand something better. But when you say, okay, tell me something about them, then people want to be like, you act just like your grandmama. What part of me act like the grandmama? That feisty mouth. What? I ain't got nothing there. You get what I'm saying? Like, why you won't tell me about the struggle she had to put that stuff on the paper? Or, you know, the fact that she taught these people at the school and now this teaching part of me is coming out. Like, why won't you expose me to this stuff? So then when I see all this greatness coming out, I'm trying to figure out why we broke.
Yeah.
Why are we broke?
Yeah.
Why ain't nobody teaching me why we broke? Everybody teaching me about apply for the job. And if they don't give you now, baby, what God help for you. And when your time coming, it's coming.
I swear.
And I'm tired of hearing that, Rich. I don't want to hear that no more. Teach me how to take my gifts and not shortchange myself. Teach me how to quit discounting myself. Rich, I ain't started doing that till I got with you. Look how old I am. You know how much money folks owe me?
Yeah, for real.
And I'm sitting up here broke. Look around the room. And today I got a rejection letter from the post office. We sorry. I want to say, no, y'all are sorry because I am great. I am full of greatness.
Yes.
But ain't nobody. That's what you want to tell them. Like, I'm a millionaire, ma'am. I was just trying to come on your job and sort out some mail for you.
It's so true, though. I would get discouraged about that, too. Like, getting
Because
rejected
we
from these
smart.
jobs.
We got this from
Do
somebody.
you realize what you're missing when you rejected me?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, you hear his mama.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
I'm just telling y'all. I'm trying to figure out why we broke. And how come? Because Mama said, PG, it's going to pay off after a while. I said, Mama, I've been with you for 49 years. And this truth feels hurt.
Yeah.
I've been with you 49 years. From the time that I could recognize you giving, from the time that I could recognize you being loving and kind and concerned and compassionate, you gave your clothes, you gave people food, you was doing people hair for free, you was in there cooking and cleaning, you was putting 10, 15 people in the back of this Cadillac, we was all mashed up, some people were sitting in the front, some people were sitting in the back. What you have taught me, I appreciate it, but it's not reaping nothing right now.
It's not.
And you can't tell me I'm just supposed to reap when I go to heaven. That is not the scripture.
Yeah, I don't think
That's not the scripture. So what I don't want, I owe my mama a penthouse. I'm trying to figure out now in my mind how to get it. And I'm saying somebody in my family knew how to break this curse and just skipped over it.
Yeah.
Didn't pass nothing down. Didn't pass no baton or nothing. And so I'm out here trying to figure out where all this stuff is that's inside of me. Last night, the first lady gave us a shout out. She was like, y'all are like genius people.
Yeah.
She was like, that's your child. So when she said that, I said, oh my goodness. So that means I passed something down to Yana without training Yana. But guess what? In order for Yana to know what's inside of her, though, I got to implement it on my side.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like you did, Reggie. You implemented it, your training on this side. That's how come you was able to do something with all these soldiers and stuff. You shared what you know.
Yeah.
And then they just do the times 10. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because somehow in the day, I got to be like, Reggie, please give my children some money. Please give them some money. Don't let y'all be out there. What I be saying, Reggie? Tell the people what I be saying. Tell them, Reggie.
Yes, you be saying.
What I say about I said, Reggie.
Why you gotta keep telling me that? Like I'm just gonna be.
Reggie, please give my children something.
Jeez.
I ain't got no property to give
Some
them.
people be in relationships like that. Like, when my dad was with that lady, she had 2 children.
Mm-hmm.
He don't feel like he have to be involved in their life whatsoever.
Y'all know
It's
what I'm
like,
talking
but you want to marry this woman.
Okay, Yana, that's a good example because his daddy is a good daddy.
Yes! It makes so
So that's
sense to me.
it. So that's why I said he didn't do his part.
Wait, that's what I'm
Yeah,
trying.
Daddy did his part.
He
but
didn't
they-
do the receiving part.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And that, I'm telling you, it's two.
So
parts.
sense
Just like
of
I said just a
entitlement.
while ago.
So sense of entitlement
That is exactly
became
what it
his
is.
part. Yeah.
Yeah, when I talked to my granddad, he said,
But you got two sides to every child.
Right.
that is true.
So you gotta pick a side. What you gonna
Which
pull
side you
from?
gonna
You
be?
gotta pick a, ain't that a song? Pick a side. You gotta pick a side.
It is now.
That's true though. I'm
Sheena is on my team. Sheena, I just gotta get it out. They were looking at me crazy out there when I asked them where my money at. I've been working. Y'all, Sheena is a witness. I designed my 8th grade class. I drew it. I don't even know how to draw. I never drew before.
Yeah.
I drew some stairs. I wish I had that to show y'all. For my 8th grade class, I wrote a poem. Then on the front of the cover, I don't know what made these people do this. Because I know they had a lot of artwork back then. But they picked my artwork, put it on the front of our 8th grade class graduation, and had these stairs come or whatever. But guess what? Instead of somebody saying, Princess, it's something in you, baby. Let's put you in the right position for you to be great. Because if you are an artist, no, what my uncle said was, you need a real job. Ain't nobody making no money doing no plays and writing no stories. And look at Tyler Perry.
Somebody probably told him that, and somebody
That's
probably
what I'm
told
saying.
him that,
That's what I'm
and
saying.
they never explored it. And that's
That's
why
what I'm
they
talking
act
about.
like this.
I'm saying it's like their mind is just like this. Like this.
Yes.
This is the right way.
Marginal.
This
And
is
it's
the only way. You know, and
But
that's
that's what I'm
the
saying. You
problem
can
with the
teach
world
children
today.
that. Because
No.
some of these kids, like Beyonce daddy, Beyonce daddy thought from the very beginning.
That she was a star.
Serena and
Yep.
what's the other girl name? Sorry.
Venus.
Venus. They daddy from the beginning.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. What is the difference in these parents? Is they looking at gold mine? What did they see? 'Cause I want to see how
Well,
they
it
see.
come
That's
from-
why I
it come
try to
from
tell
in here.
you.
They don't believe in their own self.
Right, but
You
that's why I
can't-
try to
you
tell
can't-
you.
You can't believe in nobody.
Oh, shut your, oh.
so silly.
Woo! Alex, Alex, say it one more time.
Yeah, you gotta
Woo!
say it.
Yeah,
Say that.
people don't believe in their own self.
Oh!
So you
Oh.
can't you can't pour from an empty vessel. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? How you
Oh,
gonna give
God.
something you ain't got?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's,
You don't believe
Because he had an extra $500 to give to somebody.
that's why how I was saying.
He didn't have money, but the wisdom wasn't worth nothing.
Yeah.
The information he gave. Princess, ain't nobody doing that. And so when my 8th grade teacher told me that she was gonna let me do that, and I remember her name, Miss Pooh. She said, I'm gonna let you do that. I said, really? And I'm sitting there thinking, why she gonna let me do that? Right? Ain't that crazy? Why she want to put my thing on her? And why do they want to put my poem in the book? Instead of knowing this is what you was called to do, baby. This who you are.
Yeah.
Like God sent Sandy. Like everywhere I went, God sent some other people. So I will thank God for that part. Okay, let's use Sandy. Sandy was the world's best travel agent, something by herself. Coming up, she sent people all over the world. Nita took that baton that her mama got and running a mega, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
$1 million company. Mickey, her parents, I went to their daycare. They were driving Bentleys up in the church parking lot, and I'm like, well, what kind of car it is? They done made them a car? Because everybody else got Toyotas and Hondas. Where y'all get this car from with this front? I'm like, what? Now Nikki took that baton and she running with it. See what I'm saying? People passing down stuff. Can we pass down something to the people? To the children? Can we
That's why
do
I'm trying to tell
something?
you, your mindset is blocked if you're not shown
But
the
yeah.
possibilities of things.
That's why exposure. So
Right.
So because they were shown the
That's-
possibility, like Alex said,
Right.
they had belief that it could be done.
Right.
So what y'all saying is if somebody don't have the belief that something will be done in their life, then they really can't teach you to do it in their
Yeah.
life.
They
Okay.
haven't done it. They haven't done it.
Well, I don't want, y'all, I'm sorry, because I didn't want you to just be up here. Oh, Jesus. I don't want you to think. Come in, y'all in the same boat right now. Is anybody paying attention?
Yeah, exact same boat. It makes no sense to me though.
And then I'm like, friend, help, friend, help. Sister, help. Brother, help.
Connection.
Reggie,
Somebody.
help. Somebody, help.
Somebody.
Help. And then they be like, girl, all you gotta do is apply yourself. All you gotta do is pray. All you gotta do is...
Like I
Reggie,
ain't
what
doing
they
that.
telling me? You should have called me. I'm calling you now, you ain't answering.
That's so true.
I'm calling now. I'm asking for help right now. Well, if you was looking for a job, you should have told me. I said, I still ain't found them. And what they do, Reggie? Tell the people what they be doing. Disappear. Quick.
Yeah.
Burning rubber. Out in the car about to kill themselves trying to get out of the car.
Keisha. So she works at XPO Logistics or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, yeah, apply for these jobs at, in my place and let me know what job you apply for. I sent them to her. Just recently I talked to her. I said, I done got rejected so many times from your job. She's like, why didn't you tell me?
You know I couldn't pay my bills. You know I couldn't pay my bills.
She said, I just got a promotion. They just were hiring for my
Get
job.
out. Get all the way out.
And I still ain't
Get
got
all the
no
way
job.
That's because some people just don't know how to say, I don't know, or I can't help you.
Oh no, I don't want to help you.
I don't
Truth
want to
be
help
told,
you.
I don't want to help you. I can't, look, not that I can't, because I can, because I'm in a position to speak.
Yeah.
Because that's all we ask you to do is speak. So what about that, Rich? Or Reggie trying to help people get promoted or trying to get them out of situations. And other people didn't care if they stayed in the problem. Right? We just rather kick them out.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to say. People. We deal with people. And then y'all want to ride on like folk like that.
Well, I mean, people, it's like Alex said, we call it in the military. I used to tell people I'm a straight shooter. I said, I don't sugarcoat nothing. If I can help you, I help you. If I can't, I can't. Because some things people get into, I don't have the power to it. Now, I can refer you over to somebody, but the problem
But Reggie,
today
you
is, like
will
you
write
say,
letters though. You will.
Yeah, I
Like it
still
could be
write
somebody
letters.
you know. Let me tell y'all about Reggie.
I write
It
letters.
could be something he know the person did that was just doggone stupid. Just right down stupid. But Reggie will still, let me say this on behalf of my husband, because he ain't really giving it to y'all real. People have done dirt and been foolish or whatever, and Reggie said, you know what, I can still articulate the letter in a way that'll get them at least a hearing.
Yeah, something.
At least try.
Right, so you'll word the letter, you'll say, while they were under my leadership, this is what they did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you still help, that's what I'm
But,
trying to
right,
say.
so you got some people,
Okay.
like you say,
Some people.
like I've had people tell me in the military, if they know
Kenny.
somebody got in trouble and they know they need a character letter from me, I've had other leaders say, man, I wouldn't write them no letter, because then that's going to make you look bad.
No, it's not.
No, it's the way you articulate it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so what I'm saying is, if a person needs help, then you do your best to help them. That's what I was saying.
And
a
if they
person
mess
got
it up,
Right, if a person got in trouble, some people I couldn't help. I just said, look, it's probably best that you do. You still give them something.
Something. Yeah.
And not just say, get out my face.
Yeah.
But guess what?
I'm tired of you doing it. You need to
Right.
learn a lesson. You
Right.
know, we the most want to learn a lesson, people. Want to teach the people. We the most. I'm so sick of us. We the most I want to see Yana suffer because I suffer. What sense do that make? She got to learn a lesson. Why can't I teach her the class then? Why can't I just teach her the class? Because she in trouble right now, and all this trying to teach somebody. I told you. I knew you and y'all were gonna fall down. I was just waiting, like you Jesus,
I swear to God.
like you Jesus, like you gonna come and you gonna do something on their behalf. That's gonna no. It's by the grace of God. Your behind still here. All your lies and sneakiness ain't exposed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know how. One lady said to me when I was talking to her about Chris' situation, I said, Chris got in some trouble, blah, blah, blah. She said, I just don't know what be happening to the shit. I said, I don't you start that. Because I'm about to expose your stuff. I'm just telling you. Because Princess was lying at some point. Princess stole at some point. Do I not tell him, Reggie? I said, Reggie, the reason why I need for a bit of understanding during this time. I ain't saying because I want you to forgive or, you know what I'm saying? Do that at your own pace.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is we got to learn something about it first because it's something embedded in us and people would be sitting there talking about, so it's something you need to know not to do. Yeah, I knew not to do it, but I still took my mama $20.
Yeah.
I knew not to do it.
Still did it.
But I still did it.
Yeah.
And then if you ask me why I did it, then I got a good reason for me
Yeah.
Yeah.
why I did it.
Right.
Because I was trying to pay for something.
Right.
And these people over here were going to kill me, and I knew my mama was going to forgive me, so I'm going to take her $20.
Yes.
Like, let's stop being stupid. It's a survival game out here. Like, I'm trying to live. That person said if I don't bring them that money back today, they're going to be doing
dead.
this. My mama, though, is going to have to take some time for her to forgive me, but I'll work on that over there.
Yeah.
Instead of be dead over
And
there.
be alive.
She'll understand.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just telling you, the people that don't not understand it. But then that same lady that told me, I don't know how they treat you. They got their hand, what she said, they got their life just handed to them on a platter. I said, this boy had life handed on a platter. He done felt like he done had to be my daughter and my son's daddy. How his life done been handed on a platter? Huh?
Yeah.
He sit up here thinking he got to do stuff to try to get us to survive. But I didn't teach him, son, you just be the son. You don't have to be the daddy.
Yeah.
These ain't your kids. This our responsibility. So then what he started doing was trying to scheme ways to try to help his mama, because his mama come in the house, oh my God, I can't do this by myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now he trying to go in protect mode.
Yeah.
Because that's men. But if he had a man to tell him something, he would have said, pull back. Your mama got it. It's okay. Because Chris had told, he said it took him a minute to accept Reggie.
Yeah.
Because he got to know that Reggie was going to take care of me. You get what I'm saying? It take a minute sometimes for folks. But Reggie would be the same way if his mama met a man and the man coming out and then he ain't got no house or nothing. I'm going to move with your mama. We're going to get married. We just met last week. Reggie going to be like, hold up. Hold up just a minute.
Time out, technical file, all that.
Get
You
somewhere.
know how I feel about that. You
That's what I'm trying to say. You got to come with it.
Hey, you got to come with it, man. I don't believe in that now.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So it's not something that people don't understand. It's stuff, information we know, and I just feel like we holding it back. And most of the people on here said that they wish somebody had taught them about finances and credit. And I think somebody needs to have told my dad, because we ain't got no money. He still don't pay the $50 he owe me.
Okay, so that same thing, like, okay, so even though my dad was is good with money, he wasn't a big investor, because that wasn't the thing back then.
Right.
Right. But I do wish I had learned investing earlier. You get what I'm saying? Because then it would have made it a lot better. So I just think a lot of time I keep going back to the older generation, because they just, a lot of them, especially the ones that's down home, came from the country, moved to, they didn't know anything about it. All they knew about was just saving money. I just want to save money. But how do you compound
Or
that
build
money?
off of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so
Ooh, I got
that
$3
it's like Alice said,
$36
you don't have it, you can't give it.
That's true.
That's just the bottom line. So
But
all
Reggie,
you
your
do-
dad knew something, because he had been to work since he was
He knew how to
55.
save money.
And
spend
people
money.
be
He
talking
didn't
about
spend
some,
a lot of
hey, can
money.
I hold some?
Yeah, he don't spend a lot of money. But the investment part, he didn't.
So he
didn't
could have
that.
stacked that. So that's
Yeah,
the
he
part
just
you.
stacking money. Just stacking money.
So then, can you pass that down to the boys?
That's what he can.
No, I'm
Oh, yeah,
doing this
yeah.
for the show,
I do that,
for
yeah.
this thing.
Yeah, I'm on, you know. But guess what? At the end of the day,
Come
I'm
on,
gonna tell you,
Rosette, we miss you.
and that's all I'm gonna do, because I'm not.
Yeah, you
I can't do it
make
for you now.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Peyton.
at least-
So I tell Peyton, because what I learned, what I didn't learn early in the military was like, okay, every rank you get a little extra money. So somebody told me, but I didn't listen. I wish I'd have done it back then, but you get a little extra money. That extra money you got, that go into the bank. You keep living off the money that you
got.
were making, because you was
Living
already
same
living off of that.
Well, that can apply
Right,
to
so
us.
that's living within your means.
Yeah.
So guess what? Every time you get promoted, that double what you just started saving.
People think they
But
can
you
get a
was
bigger
already doing
paycheck.
it.
Right,
They
but
need
if
to
you
go
start
to their
at-
new
Right,
apartment,
Right,
nicer
right, but if you start
cars,
at 18,
Yeah.
imagine what you're gonna have at like 40.
Head start.
But ain't nobody teaching.
I'm just
Who
saying.
teach
So
that
that's what I mean. That's
class?
why I be trying to tell Peyton this
Yeah.
stuff. And the problem with us is, I was like my dad. Now, this is number one thing, Prince tell you. You gotta control them wants.
Rosette said we need to do a whole
Yeah.
live about
I'm telling you.
investing.
You gotta control
that's
them
hard.
wants.
Yeah, that's one
I'm
of
telling you.
That's one of
My
my.
dad
Well,
said
guess what though?
that.
Guess what though? I got one good one for y'all for that. The reason why we was sitting down eating up our money with food, cause we thought that was the reward of us going to work.
Right.
Yeah.
So we can't say nothing because we got to get this hamburger this Friday.
Right.
Yeah. Got to.
Yeah, we don't been to work all week, Reggie, and we got to get us a
I'm just
hamburger.
saying. I mean, you like I say, I'm not saying for people not to spend, go get what you
No,
want.
I'm saying that's how we was
But I'm
trained
just-
though. Didn't
right,
nobody
I'm
teach
just
me how to
saying,
say
though,
that.
But you have to be smart about it. You know, you have to. It's like buying a car. You don't go out they tell you if you go steal a car you want, don't buy it that day.
Yeah.
Go home, sleep on,
Think of
and
it,
then
yeah.
come back. That's what they say. But guess what? I've done it. I've gone buy.
Most
I'm
of the
getting
people
right
they don't
now.
know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but that's just not smart.
And then Monica said people can't teach. Now this is true. People can't teach if they don't know. My mom gave us all she knew. Amen. She was mom and dad, so appreciate the lesson learned. So that's the truth.
Right.
Okay. But Monica, I think we talking about the one who do know something. Like Big Mama had a 6th grade education, but the one thing I can tell y'all, some of this wisdom and knowledge that I have, and when I talk to people and give it, I got that from Big Mama.
Yeah.
So that's free. So that's something that, like, even when she tell me, she said, little tidbits that I'll be thinking of now, just go to laughing or something about it, because she might make fun of it or whatever. She said, don't never go to no man's house and lay down. You can't bathe before you leave.
Woo! Man.
Oh no, today's
But
today's generation, I hate to say no, not generation, everybody. They don't even they get involved with people you haven't even been to their house.
yeah.
Yeah.
But what
Like,
I'm
you don't
saying
even know
is,
if they have a house.
that was free information though, Reggie. That's what I'm trying to say. So when I think about that, I be like, now why do I need to be able to? Because what she's trying to tell me is deeper than the sentence that she was giving me.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I'm going to know if I'm in somebody's house, somebody else live there,
Right.
if I go in their bathroom. That's
Right.
one thing.
Exactly.
If I get in their bathroom, I'm going to know if it's another lady living in that bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay? That was the one thing. She wasn't really talking about no shower. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? She wasn't really talking about no bath. She really trying to get you to see. Then, if you go in there, you also see what they setup is. How they living.
yeah.
If they clean. If they nasty. So she was trying to get me to see a whole lot about a person. And then I was like, well, Bill, don't you think? And then here come my smart mouth. Like Red said, we know so much. I said, well, don't you think we need to find out about it before we go in the bathroom? She said, well, when you walk in the apartment, ask them, can you pee?
Yeah.
Just ask them, can you pee? That's what she said.
Yeah.
That way you won't even get started with it. So guess what? That made me go to the restaurant table. I done left people at the table. Yes, on a date. In the midst of conversation.
Oh, wow.
This is over. I said, I'm going to drive my own car.
Oh, I always do.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, those those little nuggets of wisdom, I'm telling y'all, it brought me a long way. So that's all I'm saying. You ain't gotta have no money, you ain't gotta have a lot of knowledge, but what you do have, I just feel like we need to be out here sharing this with these people. Sheila said, you walk in heaven, Reggie. Do they even have a house? The last social media portrayal. Come on now.
I tell you, it's like, have you even been to that? How do you know that? I'm like,
No, and then me and Reggie used to be so amazed, which I'm writing a story about it now. But we used to be so amazed at the women who would tell us that they was with a person that they didn't know was married and had a whole family
in the military.
and they had children that were 24,
In the
25.
military. I had this lady call me one time.
Y'all think we
And
lying.
she said, I wouldn't even believe it if I saw it on TV. This lady called me and she said, I need some help. I said, what's wrong? She said, well, you have a student there. I said, okay. She said that we live here and I found out that he has a whole nother family somewhere else. And so me and this lady, I was like, how did you
The
not-
amount of
for like
years.
20 years. And I'm just like, how do you not know? And so she talked to me. I told Prince about it. Cause then when we on the phone with her,
Yes, we had to be because she thought.
I said, ma'am, how did you know? I mean, how did you not know? What was he? He had to be going to the other family at some point. He would go TDY, temporary duty, and just be gone. And then he'll just show back up.
Or be deployed.
Or he'll say he's
Stop.
deployed. That he's actually living
With his
somewhere
other
else.
family.
I would have never believed
But
it.
get what I said though. So we use that example, Reggie. She ain't had no mama like our mama. Cause our mama be like, go down in the folk house.
Right.
Get in your car. Let's ride. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm talking about. Something like we can't even belittle her thinking.
No.
We can't even say, man, what was you thinking about? Or how come, you know, he
Didn't
wasn't
see any
there?
signs.
Yeah, like what was you? Because in her mind, she more than likely was doing what she knew to be doing.
Yeah, but that's how a lot of people military get a bad rap though. Like you thought about me, same thing. We had people.
I wasn't finna talk to Reggie.
We had those people over there that had a whole nother family, a whole nother country.
I thought Reggie did. That's what I said. I said, Reggie gonna come home. This is what I knew about the military. I didn't know any positive things. I didn't know nothing about no rank. People told myself, Harry, you better hurry up and get this number and stuff. Cause he's an E9. What is an E9? What is an E9? I'm up here trying to survive. Is his name JoJo, Lily, Coco, Poo Poo? What?
What?
Cause I'm from the street. So what is an E9? What rank is that? Like, is he the kingpin? Is he the, like, put it in my turn?
Yeah.
Well, he come home, he was like, he gonna meet me, right? We gonna go out to eat. But then he called talking about he ain't gonna be able to make it because he over there deployed. Well, this is me. Now, this is the truth what he telling.
Yeah.
But because all the triflingness I got going on,
Like, yeah, right.
I was like, yeah, I bet your claim did.
I
Yeah.
promise you, I was stuck in Afghanistan.
He said, I know we're supposed to go.
We didn't get out.
He said, I know we're supposed to go on a date. Well, I was like, oh, don't worry about it, bro.
So
You ain't got to take me. Look, come on. You ain't got to take me. And so he was like, well, when I finally can get out of here, I was like, oh, whatever, whenever you can. Don't worry about it. Don't let it be no pressure.
You had to work hard.
That's your mom.
Don't let it be no pressure.
That's
Honey,
your mom.
don't let it be no pressure on you. Don't even try to go all out the way. Because I already had folks standing me up my whole life. I already had people disappoint me.
That happened to me the other day. I was supposed to go to the movies. Remember with that dude? And he was like, how much is it, shawty? Because my bank card said.
Listen was honest about it. I was surprised he told you that.
I said, oh, it's all good.
Fine.
We
And then Reggie said, okay, so Reggie said this. So he was supposed to take me to Spondivic.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I said, oh, okay, no problem. So then I'm like, well, dog, they don't even call it much. And then everybody talking about he eating that.
But I'm going because of food.
Everybody talking about he eating that. So then when he finally came back in town, he said, hey, I'm here. I was like, oh, that's good.
She do not care.
I said, right, Reggie, am I lying? I said, that's real good. And then he said, and I don't know if y'all remember this, but me and Reggie went out on a date on Thanksgiving, November 2009, 2009, excuse me. And we went on a date. I ain't called Reggie back that day. I ain't calling back the day after that neither. So we was headed, me and y'all were headed to somebody's house. And Reggie called, he said, so you wasn't gonna call? Oh, I said, no, I ain't know. I thought you was gone.
You had a tough time.
Cause Diane them taught me to hold my guard up. And the people be trifling. And I looked at it, even though she might not have said words, but I looked at how people was treating her and stuff. And that's what Reggie got. Reggie got the broken, toe up, nasty version of Princess. And then he said, the first time he said he was going to come up there for the weekend. Oh, you ain't going to be able to stay at my house. He said, I want to try to stay at your house. I've already booked the hotel, such and such, whatever. Then he said, I'm going out to my mama's house and then I'll meet up with you or whatever. And I'm like, well, dog.
Oh, yeah, that's the.
Cause I'm used to folks got to come to your house, they got to see your kids, they want to play with your children. And so I'm like, you can't. And he wasn't even trying to do that. And then he was driving the 6 hours. So I was like, oh, all he want. And I kid y'all not, Reggie probably don't even know this. I was saying to myself, well, I'm not gonna give him none, so he might well not even try. That's a long way. That's how I would feel.
But and that's just
Because
because
I felt like I
you
had
expect that from
exchange.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I be telling them.
So Reggie, what you thought about me? Cause I'm crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Same thing I've done.
Yeah. We just been through a lot.
Straight crazy.
Oh boy.
But that's what they taught me, Reggie.
I know. I was like,
Did
what I
you-
always say. What I always say now. I'm
What?
sorry.
Yeah.
Don't I say that? I said, I'm sorry.
That's what they taught me.
The world.
Look, Rosette said, come on, teach the people, y'all. I'm just telling y'all, I ain't got time. Did what I learned. I learned that men was trifling and they ain't gonna be right, do right. So now everybody now that taught me all this, Reggie is such a good man. Lord, we thank you for Reggie. Let us bow here and just thank the Lord for that Reggie have come. But y'all the one made me this monster and we almost lost Reggie nuts.
Yes. Yes.
We almost lost him nuts.
That is so funny.
Because y'all didn't teach me how to be doing that. Y'all taught me to fix them play even if they stupid and they be acting
I
dumb.
swear to God.
Make sure you finish they play.
It's just.
They ain't got to pay no bills.
Up or nothing.
Reggie, when I told Reggie my first marriage, we had to do half on everything. Reggie was looking at me like, what? He paid half the light bill. And because the house was mine, he won't pay no mortgage because the house was in my name.
Don't get me started.
Oh man. That man right there didn't have no sense in the world.
So then I said, this is what we gonna do. Did you put gas in the car? Well, you ride half the way and I'll let you out. That's what you do. I'm gonna let you out when your gas run out.
Yeah.
Okay? And then that make you be trifling.
Yeah.
It make you be mean. Okay, y'all, we don't spend the time. Real talk, you're not the only one with that situation. Come on now. All right, y'all, we finna be through. We just want to share with y'all our conversations of what we have around the round table and how Princess is still looking for her money. But I figure if my dad ain't gonna give me the $50, he definitely ain't gonna leave me nothing. He up here trying to figure out. He up here trying to figure out how I'm gonna bury him and how I might take care of him if something happened to him. And
So did you even take care of me?
look, you want to worry about what I'm doing at my house. Don't get me started. Next, okay, and then Yana and them ended up with certain patterns because Princess didn't know no better. So all we want y'all to do today is True Feels Hurt. We just want to share with y'all so that we hope that you will leave something with your children that you do know. If it's not money, at least give them the wisdom and the knowledge. And don't be sitting back waiting on them to fall or fail. Or don't wait till they get in trouble to be trying to tell them what the right way and the wrong way is. Do like what Reggie said. Give them the toolbox and let them pull this stuff out as needed. Reggie, you got any last words? Alice, do you have anything? Reggie got something else to say, but
I mean, that's it. I mean, just pass down something, like you said. I mean, it doesn't even have to
give
be money.
me something. Good God, look, good God, Zion.
But what we're talking about, I will take this house.
What we talking about? Y'all put that on the camera.
Just
Say
put
it.
that on the list.
Look. Yana has already put her bid in.
Yeah.
Well,
just
Payne asked
so
for
you
the
know.
truck. Payne asked for the truck, but now Ryder is up for bids.
Oh,
With the
really?
truck.
With the truck.
He got a monster truck.
He does.
He
Oh,
got a
wow.
monster truck.
But leave the people some and don't. Oh, I do have one more thing to say. Reggie, we gotta do a session, y'all, where we gotta talk about the importance of wills and stuff. Because I don't think it's right for these children to be out here trying to hold on to your stuff that you had here when you gone or something, and then we got to be fighting our siblings and stuff like that for this property and stuff that you could have just easily divided and just given me my share, and then legally we could walk out, or not let all this stuff go to the state.
Yeah.
And then now we don't have nothing. Like we started out with 100 acres of land. Now we got a little piece of land on the side.
Yeah.
Because we didn't put it
weren't
in place. So we do
responsible,
have to talk about that because you can leave people something. Thank you, April. Thank you, Michelle and Robin, and Monica. We can leave the people with something. So, Alex, what's your last words?
Thank y'all for this. I be needing stuff like this.
Oh yeah, we do. Thank
To
you.
hold myself accountable
That's
for the
right.
stuff.
Yeah,
that I
do
need
right
to
by the
work on.
children. Cause Alex, you ain't got no children that you know of that you need to do.
No.
This
He
time,
won't answer that.
I ask the
I
children.
won't answer that.
No, answer this question. If we need to find the children, we'll find the kids. That's what's wrong with them.
I ain't got no kids.
Okay. Okay, so Alice ain't got no kid. All right, young. She grew up with me,
I ain't
everybody.
got none. Yeah.
What you want then? You gonna take the house this time?
Yeah, I want the house. I'll take that. Just put me right down on the
Yeah,
list.
cause y'all ain't looking in from the people that whatever.
Y'all, you.
Oh, somebody said tell Alex I said hi from Lily Hill.
Ooh, which Michelle is that?
Beasley,
Oh, hey.
family members,
Wow.
Yeah.
family members.
Yeah.
But when Reggie got this house, y'all, he was thinking about the whole family. He really was. He was really trying to think about the whole family. Princess really was
Yes,
trying to
really
think
was.
about herself, and she was selfish at the time of looking for the house.
Yeah, she was.
But that's because I had some other stuff
She was
going
like,
on.
I don't care what. I want the lake.
I just,
I don't care what.
yeah, but I really was. I wasn't selfish like that. I really was trying to look out for Reggie, was I not? I really was just. I wasn't focused on nobody else. I just wanted Reggie to get some of the things that he liked because he has done so much for
Yeah.
us. So I didn't want him to settle because he kept talking about a pool, and I was like, when we look out there, we now one of us gonna be out there in that pool.
We would, but
You right, but I'm saying, but he really wanted the lake.
It's not
You
for
know.
us.
Okay. All right, we love y'all. We're gonna go on and go about our business. Okay, we're cooking collard greens and ribs and baked beans, potato salad today. Yes, it is a special day. This is the day the Lord has made, and we are rejoicing and being glad. And then April keeps saying thank God for Reggie. We thank God for Reggie. Yes, we do. Everybody, we need to get a t-shirt.
Thank God for Reggie.
I'm gonna get us a t-shirt. Thank you, April, for confirmation. We finna get us. And then April said, "Can you help her?" You sure can. Rosette, y'all, let me tell y'all something about my crew. The Truth Is Her crew. Y'all can come out here anytime. Rosette, we just waiting on you. Rosette, we waiting on you. And then Rosette got a new house we got to go see.
Oh,
Don't you need us to come and do something?
She said,
Like, I celebrate my friends. And I won't go out to just keep blessing these people.
That's right. I forgot he did.
Yeah, he got a new house and stuff. We come there and cool. Yes. Or you can come here, whichever one. All right, y'all have a blessed day. Love y'all.